I'm not going to wait. So let's start. So today I'm going to start with a small story, right? And I think most of y'all have heard the story. If y'all not, well, listen. If y'all have heard, well, you don't have a choice. Listen. Okay. So basically, the story is about a child, okay, who was born to a 13-year-old girl. uh, what do you think would be how do you think this child would have turned out? She is born to a 13-year-old girl whose whose husband, right, just left. So this girl, imagine a single mother, but this girl is 13 years old and she has a child to take care of. And after that the husband leaves. So what does this girl do? She's doing her best, and she, basically, if she can't take care of a child that much, so she leaves her child a lot, as much as possible, with her mother, right? Her mother also is a woman who has a 13-year-old child who has a child. So you can imagine how much stress the mother must be in. So she is doing everything possible to make ends meet, to working three jobs, two jobs, throughout the night, working so that she can bring enough food on the table. So what happens to this? Imagine the situation of this small child who is brought up in a family like this, right? Time goes by, and by the time this child, right, reaches an age of 13, that is the age of her mother when she gave birth, she was already sexually assaulted 3 times by different people in her family, by friends and by relatives inside her own family. And at 13 she became pregnant with a child. So what happens to this woman now, right? She is 13 years old, just like her mother. She also was pregnant at 13. And how do you think this woman's life would have turned out? And not just after that. The thing is, once that was done, once she was pregnant, after a while, the baby that was born, it was stillborn. So when I said stillborn, the baby did not make it. So imagine a mother who is not 13, like who is 20, 30, 40, whatever it is. Losing your child at childbirth is a very traumatic experience. And this girl, just at the age of 13, she went through this. How do you think her life would have turned out? Right? And once this was done, obviously she was not in a good state of mind. She kept experimenting with different drugs, and she kept being in different, alcohol, drugs. She just got lost in all of that, and finally they put her in a mental institution because she could not take care of her life. And in this mental institution, some random, and she was not in a census most of the time because of all the drugs that were given over there also in the mental institution. Some man randomly came over there, told that he was the father, and who was not a father obviously, and took her and went away. And he sexually assaulted her for 5 years after that. What do you think would be, what do you think would be the fate of someone like this? What do you think would be, how would someone like this turn out? If you all have not heard the story before, I'm talking about a very, very, very famous and one of the richest women in USA. Her name is Oprah Winfrey. Her life till the age of somewhere around 30 to 35 was just abuse, one after the other, one after the other, one after the other. And even after that, she came out of that. She made sure that she spread joy and happiness in the world. And now she is not just, she's one of the most known people in the world, right? If you all don't know, well, very few of you all will not know. If you all don't know, Google her, right? And everything I'm saying, please fact check also. But I have done my research too. But yeah, so you can see why am I telling you this story, right? Why am I telling you this very sad story? The reason I'm telling you all this is because each one of us thinks for some reason that our circumstances, right, the way we were brought up, the kind of education that we had, the kind of house that we are in, the kind of people that we are around, the money that our ancestors left for us, all of us think for some reason that our circumstances decide our fate, right? But here today I'm here to tell you that that's not the case, right? You take any circumstances from anywhere, right? You can take a chai wala, right? A chai wala can become a prime minister, right? And I'm not being offensive, right? I'm actually saying anybody out of any circumstance, no matter what the circumstances, as long as they don't believe that my circumstance decides my fate, right? What they do is they take decisions, right? They take one after the other, small decisions, and these small decisions change their circumstances and change their fate. So why am I telling you this during this time? Because obviously all of us are in a very difficult spot right now. Right? I'm sure nobody, very few people would be saying that everything in my house is very good. Right? I am making all the money that I want to make. Right? I'm in the best of my physical state or my mental state. Right? I don't think there is anybody over here who would say that. Right? I am so definitely not that person who would say that. But it is not the circumstances, it is not the past, it is not what has happened in the past that is going to decide who you are going to be or what your fate is going to be. It is the decisions that you are going to start making from now, right? From now, that is going to decide your fate. So, what has happened in the past, and I'll tell you the thing is why is this important is because your decisions will lead you towards success, will lead you towards the life that you want to have, because every one of us are in a particular place right now, and this is where we want to reach, right? And we don't know what to do from here to get till here, correct? And the reason why we don't, I'll tell you why we don't go, but anyways, how to get from here to here is what I want to say. But understand that it is possible to get from here to here, right? First thing you have to understand is that it is possible, right? Maybe you're a sucky designer right now and you want to be one of the best in the world. It is possible, right? You might be a sucky designer right now because of the kind of upbringing that you had. In the sense, upbringing in the sense, it may be because of the kind of mentors you had, because it might be kind of work that you got, because it might be kind of the mental restrictions that were put on you. It can be same thing as a writer, right? You might think that you're very bad right now, but there is a reason for it, right? And it's all in the past. What decisions you make right now will decide whether you're going to get from here to here, right? And to get from here to here, it is not very complicated. It is quite simple, okay? There are three factors that decide whether you go from point A to point B. That is whether you get from where you are right now to where you wish you are, where you wish you would be, right? And each one of us I'm sure each one of us have a particular imagination of our future, saying that okay, I want my life to be like this, right? I want to be this kind of a person. All of us have, right? But what is the reason why we don't go from here to here, right? First one is we think that it is not under our control, right? Now let's put that out of the window, right? And no, it is all under your control because your decisions are under your control, right? Your circumstances are not, but your decisions are under your control. So now, how to get from point A to point B? Okay, there are three things that you need to do, right? First thing is strategy. When I say strategy, it is a plan, or basically strategy is a way to do something to get a particular result. Are you all understanding? Is it making sense, right? Strategy is a way to do something to get a particular result. And every time, like, it's not just in terms of life. If you think about any this one that we have done, any campaign that we have ran, like you can ask any of the SMO team, or obviously all of us are running campaigns over there in one way or the other, right? All of you all know that if you don't have a strategy, right, if you don't know that okay fine, this is the kind of communication I want, this is the kind of visual I want, this is the kind of targeting I'm going to do, then when I show it to this kind of people using this targeting, that is when I get these results, right? So that is strategy, and that strategy is not only implemented in work, in life also it's the same thing, right? In the way that you conduct your life also it's the same thing, right? When you know that okay fine, this is the result I want, right? This is what I want to do in the beginning, this is what I'm going to do in the middle, this is what I'm going to do in the end, and when I do these things in this sequence, this is the result I will get, right? So this is called as a strategy, a plan, a step-by-step way of doing something to get the result that you want. Now what is the and what is the biggest problem with strategy? I'll tell you. People think that when you are using strategy you are not creative, right? And that is the worst thing that you can think, right? Because you need creativity to come up with strategies, right? What is a strategy? A strategy is the best way to do something. If you are not creative enough to think what is the best way to do something, how will a strategy be formed? Right? And once the strategy is formed, right, that is creatively you have solved a problem, saying that if I do these things this way, this is the result I get. After that, you don't follow your own strategy because you think I am not being creative, right? This is what is hindering growth for most people, is because they know what is the best way to go forward, but they don't follow their own plan, right? And it happens in work all the time, and it happens in life more often than in work. right? Because at least in work, what is there, you have somebody looking after what you're doing, and if you're not doing things, they will poke you and tell you you're not doing. But in life, nobody does that, right? So strategies are not only in work, it's in life. How do I become a better designer? How do I become a better marketing strategist? How do I become a better web developer, right? All of these things, how do I become better at something, or how do I get out of the situation? All of these things require strategy, but we don't think about these things. Why? Because we think that I will do whatever I want to do and I will get the result, right? Which does not happen. So strategy, because no matter how hard you work, honestly listen, honestly, take this insight. No matter how hard you work, no matter how much hours of work you put in, no matter how much you struggle, how much you yell, how much you get yelled at, no matter what you do, right? If you are running in east direction, the direction east, right? When you're running in the direction of east, no matter how far you run, you will never see the sunset, right? So know your strategies. When you have the wrong strategy, right, you will not get the right result that you want. So how do you make sure that you have the right strategy? How do you make sure that you change the direction that you're running in, right? You run in east, does not matter how many years you run, right? Again, the sun will never set in east, it will always set in the west, right? So you should know that what strategy should I take, right? What is the way that I need to work to get the results that I need to get, right? This is very important. How do you get these things? How do you get these strategies, right? It's a very simple again, right? Life is not complicated, we make it complicated, right? So how do you make sure you get the right strategy? Simple thing, first and foremost, and actually the only thing, ask, right? That is all there is. Ask, right? The thing is, anything that you want to do, anything, any and everything that you want to do, anywhere that you want to go, any problem that you are in that you want to get out of, any situation that you are in that you want to get out of, there are not one, two, there are thousands of people who have got out of the same situation, right? Thousands of people who have done that. And when there are so many people who have got out of these situations successfully, why are you still trying to use your own brain? Correct, no? Why are you still trying to use your own brain, thinking that I will be able to figure this out after trying and failing for 15 years? Ask, right? Ask your team leads, maybe. Ask your mentors, maybe. If you think that your team leads won't get you, your mentors won't get you, whoever you're talking to, read, right? There are people who have compressed their life experience of 20 years, 50 years of getting out of shit situations, right? Situations which anybody else, if we were there, probably would have wanted to kill ourselves, right? When there are so many people who have come out of that difficult situations, right? And they have compressed all of this knowledge and put into a simple book, right? We still don't want to read that. Why? Because who wants to do extra work? I don't have time, right? Why don't I have time? Because my mother is yelling at me all the time because she's saying that I am useless, right? How do I become useless? By reading a book. But no, I don't have time for that. I have time to listen to my mother yelling at me. I have time to listen to my dad yelling at me. I have time, somebody else telling me that I'm not good enough. I have time for all of that. But I don't have time to put a simple strategy in place. That is, how do I get from point A to point B and do what is required? And it is not circumstances, right? There is, right now in this day and age, there is nothing called as I can't do this, right? You get everything at the tip of your finger, but still no, right? So first thing that we have to do, right, is strategy. Make sure that you have the right strategy in your life to get you from where you are to where you want to be, right? If you don't have the strategy, then you are going to keep going round and round over here, looking at this ideal self, looking at who you wanted to be, from far, and always telling yourself that you suck, I'm not good enough, right? So you are, but the thing is, strategy is important, okay? But more than strategy, second thing that is most important is story, right? This story that you're telling right now to yourself, I suck, I'm not good enough, my parents are like this, I don't have enough money, I don't have friends who are going to guide me, I don't have someone who's going to give me money, I don't have this, I don't have that, I don't have this, I don't have that, I am bad, I am useless, I am. Okay, I'm sure, can you all resonate? How many of you all have said that to yourself? Okay, let me put it in a different way. How many of you all say that to yourself at least around 5 to 10 times in a day? Correct? The story. What story do you tell yourself? If imagine, right? When we are small, our parents tell us nice stories that will actually want us to do something, want us to be courageous, right? We have listened to stories about kings and queens and very smart people, right, who have come out of situations. So when we are small, what do? We think anything is possible. We think everything is possible. We think we can go and conquer lands. We think we can go and take kingdoms. We think we can go to the moon. We think we can go to the stars, right? Because of the stories that were told to us by our parents when we were small, or by our grandparents when we were small. But now, right, there's nobody outside telling you stories, but there is somebody inside your head that is telling you stories. And what is the story that they're telling you? You suck, you're not good enough, you can't do this, they are better than you. What will they think about you? How is they going to react? You're going to lose your job. If you do this, you're going to lose this. Your parents are going to hate you, your friends are going to hate you, this one is going to hate you. This is the stories that are inside our head all the time. Am I right or wrong? So when this is the stories that are inside our head all the time, how do you think we can go to a place like this where we can have our own kingdom, have our own nation, go to the moon, go to the star, be the best at what we want to do? How can we be that person when we are telling ourselves such sad stories about ourselves? It is not possible. It is not possible. It is not possible. I am telling you, it is not possible. Because how will it be possible when you're training your mind, when you're putting all of this stuff inside your mind, restricting you from taking any step that is required to go from year to year? Right? The reason why we don't put the strategies in place is because the story that we tell us is that no matter what I do, I will not be able to succeed. When you keep telling yourself that, how is it possible for you to succeed? How is it possible for you to get better at what you do? How is it possible for you to write better copy, or for you to write better ads, or for you to learn a new skill? Because before you have started, you have given up. But still for the sake of doing it, you will still put in some effort, but you will not reach the point you want to reach. Why? Because the story you tell yourself always says that you're not good enough. Stop saying that to yourself. Stop saying that to yourself. It is not possible that you're not good enough. Right? If you are not good enough, you would have not been here. If you're not good enough, you would have not come so far in your life till the position that you are here right now. It does not matter what decisions you have taken in the past, right? Because one thing I believe, and one thing you need to believe, is that every decision you have taken so far was the best decision you thought you could take. Every decision that you have taken so far is the best decision according to your circumstance, according to your understanding, according to your skill, according to your upbringing, according to your nature, whatever it is. Based on all of these things that have happened, that was the best decision you took. And whatever decisions that you have taken from the time that you were conscious enough to take decisions till now has brought you till here, and you are still alive, right? So they were not bad decisions, right? But those decisions were just there. You took those decisions just to keep yourself alive. But now it is not about being alive. Now it is time to thrive, right? Now it is time to be much better than just be alive. Just stay alive to make. What is the point of just being alive if you have to keep killing yourself every day by saying that you're not good enough? What is the point? But if you say that I am better than who I was, I can be better, I can be so much more better, I am good, I am best, I am the best version of myself. You are the best version of yourself based on whatever happened in the past. There is no better version of yourself. It's an ideal version that you want to be in the future. But right now, the person that you are, it is the best version of yourself because you are alive. I don't understand how, if you get it, that because you did everything that you have done in the past, you are alive today, right? If you do the same things, you will be alive after 10 years, 20 years. But do you want to be in the same state of mind? If you want to be in a better state of mind, you change your story. Change the things that you tell yourself, right? Stop telling yourself that you're not good enough, right? You are good. You are the best. You can be the best. You can be better than who you are. You can be anyone who you want to be. You can be the best in your field. You can earn lakhs of rupees. You can run companies. You can do anything that you want to do. Only when you change the story that is there within your head. So how do you build better stories, right? To build better stories, again, simple formula: be around people who have good stories, right? If you talk to someone who keeps saying that they're depressed all the time, then you are also going to be depressed. If you be around and if you keep talking to someone who is saying that everything that is happening in my life is unfair, right, you will start looking at something that is unfair, right? I will do a small example right now. Okay, I hope you people are there because I can only see Deepu. Hi Deepu, thank you for your camera. so it's a small exercise. Okay, so I want you all to participate in the chat. So now just, okay, I'll give you all like 30 seconds. Okay, you all are there, right? Just put yes in the chat. Who are there? Okay, awesome. So there are people. So the exercise is very simple. I'll give you 30 seconds, not even 30 seconds, 15 seconds. Okay, as fast as possible, look around your room, right? Look around your room, everything that you can see around, and tell me how many items you can find that are of color brown. Start. Brown color items around you. Fast. Items, number of items. Okay, time is done. Okay, great. So you all found 12. Karthik found 12 items that are brown. Wonderful. Okay, so now what if I ask you, you remember, right? Just close your eyes. Again, everybody close your eyes. Now, how many items that are around you that are red? Close your eyes. You have seen the room. So close your eyes. Don't look around. Okay, now open your eyes. Do you all have, could you find, did you think there were a few? Now just look around and whatever number you thought, see if it is more than that. Just look around now. Is it more? Is it more than what you thought? Correct? See, what am I asking? And I'm sure, see, the thing is, what is this? This is focus. This is how you can get out of the story that you have been in, right? Whatever story that you have said in the past, right? And you feel that, this is who you are. This is focus. When you look at something, right? Something that is, when you focus on something, you will always find that around you. So when you're around people, or when you're reading books, or when you're watching movies, or when you're seeing this, which make you feel a certain way, maybe it makes you feel sad, maybe it makes you feel depressed, right? You focus, you only see these things, right? So when you shift your focus from there, when you shift your focus from actually being around people who make you feel that way, and you focus and actually take an action to go to a different side and be around people who are actually happy in life, who are actually content in life, who are actually doing very well in their life, right? Maybe in the beginning you think, okay, fine, why will they be with me because I'm such a loser, right? But they are, if people are good, if they're successful, they will not think of you that way, right? They will always want to help. Anybody who is successful, anybody who is good at what they do, anybody who has reached that level, they will definitely want to help. Change your focus, change the focus, and your story will change, right? And why I'll tell you, because how many of you all this has happened like just now, right? So when you looked around, how many of you all have seen maybe beige, you saw beige color and you thought it is brown, or you saw some other variation of brown and you put it as brown? Or when I asked you to see red, someone who has seen maroon, they have said this is red. Someone who has seen some pink, dark pink, you said this is red. Have you all just to increase the number of reds that you could see, have you all taken all of these other small variations and then put it over there and counted it as red, right? What does this say? When you're focusing on something, you will find anything that is closest to it also, and that becomes you, and that becomes something that you can learn from. That becomes something that will actually, you will add it, you'll keep adding it, right? So when you focus on being the best, even when you see something not that good, not the best, but somewhere close to that, you will learn from there, right? You will learn from that, you will grow using that. It happens in life all the time. Just now with this colors itself, you saw same thing happens when you're looking at when you focus, right? When you focus, this happens. So now why is it important to focus? Is because the third part, right, of how to be successful, strategies, story that you tell yourself, and the state. The state is the state of focus, right? And it's not just the state of focus, it is the state that you're in, right? So when you're concentrated on something and when you focus on it, it will get better, right? If you're in a happy mood, the state, your state is your emotional state, the way you're feeling right now, right? The way your emotions are going right now, right? If you're in a happy state, obviously everything that you do will make you happy and the people around you happy. If you're in a sad state, everything that you do, no matter what you do, if you do the same thing, example, you're cooking. When you're happy and you're cooking, you're jumping around, you're hopping around and you're cooking. When you're sad and you're cooking, you're feeling like the world is ending and you're cooking, right? The state that you're in decides how you feel, right? And how you feel will decide the stories that you tell yourself. So it's very important to make sure that your state, how you feel about yourself, is always under control. Why are you giving the rest of the world the power to make you feel a certain way, right? But all of this sounds very good, I know, in theory, but how do we make sure that we are in the right state of mind? Same thing. Be around people that you want to be like, right? Talk to people who you want to be like. Read books who you want to be like, right? Watch videos of people who you want to be like. The content you consume, and right now there is so much of content, the content you consume will make you the person that you are going to be. So when you're watching series one after the other, I have done that. I'm not saying I am a saint, right? I have done that a lot, right? When do I watch series one after the other? When I want to escape from this reality that I'm in, right? That is when you watch series so much, when you binge watch series, right? Any moment we get, right? Any time we get free, we either go on Facebook or we go on Instagram or we watch a series or etc. Who does this? Anytime you get free. Why do you do this? Right? You do this because you want to escape the reality that is today. You want to escape who you are today and how you are feeling today, and because of that, you are going to escape that feeling by getting into social media or by watching series or whatever it is, right? For me, it was the series. I screwed up half my life watching series, and I'm not saying I don't watch right now, but it is under control, right? So all of this, why are we doing this? Because we want to escape from who we are. So it does not matter. It is good for an escape, right? But when you're escaping somewhere, instead of when you're escaping out of a jail, you don't want to escape to another jail, right? When you're escaping out of a jail, you want to go and become a free person. You want to become a free man or a woman. So when you're escaping from this current reality, it's not bad to escape, but at least look at where you want to go, no? And that should be a future self that you want to be. So when you're consuming content, take this as your base, right? Look at this kind of content, right? If you feel that I'm not a good designer and you want to escape from that, right? Because I can't get the brief, all my posts are getting rejected. What do? Go escape yourself. Okay, go into the shoes of someone who has done this for 30 years, 40 years, and who has clients who have paid him thousands and millions of dollars. Right? He will tell you what it takes to be him. Escape yourself, go over there. So when you come back to yourself and when you do the work or when you have to take the action that you have to take, you will not think from your head now. You will think from their head. Right? There you are going to live your life with their experience, and their experience of 30 years have made them who they are. Right? And you're learning and you're taking the actions which they are taking after 30 years of experience. Imagine how fast you can grow. Right? So to put yourself in the right state of mind, it is always important, right, to be in somebody else's head who is not in that state. So you can read books, you can watch movies, right? Again, it is all escape, but let it at least be a positive escape. Let it be escape to the place where you want to be, not to the place where you are never going to be, right? So does this make sense? But why don't anybody do this, right? Why don't people do this, right? It's simple, right? Strategy, story, state, right? And it is simple. But why don't people do this? Because people think that they are the results of their mistakes. Everybody thinks that because of all the mistakes that I have done in the past, I have come to the place where I am. Everybody, including me, right? We beat ourselves so much every single day, thinking that okay, fine, I am not good enough. I am sad. I can't do this. Right? You are the worst, Arjun. You can't do anything. You can't get up on time. Right? You can't go for a walk also properly. 5 minutes you have to walk. That also you can't do. 10 minutes you have to exercise. That also you can't do. One book I am asking you to read from 1 month, and that also you have not started yet. Right? So much work is pending, and you are sitting over there. You suck. You are the worst. Right? We but if a friend comes to us and says the same thing, what happens? Right? Hey, no man, don't worry. It's cool, bro. Chill. It happens. Shit happens. Don't worry. Tomorrow is going to be a new day. It's going to be fine tomorrow. It's okay. You are more than this. You can be better than this. You are good. You are important. You are great. You can do anything that you want to do. What does this say? That we are our own enemy. We don't even look at ourselves as our own friends. Why do you punish yourself so much? Will you punish a friend like that? You only punish your enemies like that. People who you don't like, that you want to make them feel worse and worse and worse. That's why you tell things that make them feel worse and worse and worse. Correct? If you are your own enemy, how will it work? How will you be able to put strategies in place? How will you be able to tell yourself better stories? How will you be able to be in a better state if you are your own worst enemy? See, it's very simple. Forgive yourself for whatever you have done in the past, for whatever you do in the future. Forgive yourself. It's fine, man. Shit happens. It's fine. Things don't go according to the way you plan. It's fine. It's not your fault. It's fine. You wanted to do something and you did it. Right? It didn't work out. It's fine. Right? First thing that you need to do is to start being your own best friend. Just take some time. I know these are very deep thoughts which I'm putting in right now. But just take some time and actually see, are you your own best friend? Are you the friend that you wish you had? I'm not talking to others. Are you that friend to yourself? If not, it's time you be that friend. It's time you be that friend that you wish you had. Right? Because it's fine, shit happens. Whatever's happened in the past, it's fine. Can't do anything. What can you do? Hane bara. fuck it, right? But today is a new day. Now you have a choice. Who are you going to be from today? Are you going to be that same person that you were yesterday, or are you going to be that person that you want to be? You can't be that in overnight, right? And it's fine, you'll keep tripping, you'll keep falling all the time, you'll keep tripping and falling. But if a friend trips and falls, what happens? You give them your hand, you pick them up, you dust them, and then you take them along with you. So when you fall down, every time you feel hurt, every time you fall down and you do the things that you wish you did not do, every time you probably, eat that extra cookie, or, you cook something, or you probably don't do the course that you're supposed to do, or whatever it is, right? It is fine. Shit happens, bro. Tomorrow is a new day. Let us be better, right? Let us not keep telling ourselves that we suck, because we don't suck. We are the best versions of ourselves. You don't suck. Honestly, you don't. So now what do we do? Right? Once we forgive ourselves, the next thing that we need to do, and forgiving ourselves, it's not one time thing, oh okay fine, I'm closing my eyes, everything that I did till now, I forgive myself. It does not work out that way. Forgiving yourself is a continuous effort, right? Every time you do something bad, right? I'm not saying you don't keep yourself accountable, you just forget it. You don't forget it, you forgive. And then you move on. Okay? So now where do you move on to? Now where you need to move on to, this is very important. You want to forgive yourself, right? Understand that it's not that, okay, every time I go, I have a cigarette, or every time I go, I don't exercise, or every time I go, it's not that, oh, it's fine, shit happens, and I forgive myself and I do the same thing again. That's not how things work. You need to be, now from after forgiving yourself, you need to move forward, right? You can't move backwards. Now how do we move forward? Now moving forward is very simple. Everything is simple. I know, sounds like it's a lot of work, but it's simple, right? So once you forgive yourself, what is the next thing that you do, right? You find something that you are hungry for, right? And Nihal, it's not food, right? You find something that you are hungry for, right? I want to be the best mother. I want to be the best social media specialist. I want to be the best designer. I want to be the best at what I do, right? Be hungry for something. Want to be best at something, because at least when you know that you want to be best at something, you will know what direction to go in, what strategies to put in place, what is the kind of story that you need to tell yourself, right? Hunger. That is what differentiates people who are over here and people who are over here. I don't know if you can see my two hands, but okay. But there's a big gap. So are you all following me? Yeah, so Nihal, see, when you are hungry towards food, what happens to you will happen to you. Will happen to everybody. When you are hungry towards success, right? What happens to successful people will happen to you. When you are hungry towards health, what happens to healthy people will happen to you. When you are hungry for food, what happens to people happens to you. Right? What you are hungry towards, your actions will be in that direction. When your actions are in that direction, you will get that result. So now you have to ask yourself, what am I going to be hungry about? What am I going to be hungry about? Who do I want to be? Right? Am I happy with who I am today, and who do I want to be? And only when you know these two questions, right, then you will be able to put strategies in place, you will be able to start telling yourself the right stories, and you will be able to put yourself in the right state of mind. Start being hungry. That's the only difference between someone who is good at their job and someone who is the best in the field. Right? Because the best in the field is always hungry to learn more. Is always, or she is always hungry to, talk to the people and get as much information as possible. So, sorry for the interruption. So, let me come back. Right? So, find that thing that you want to be hungry towards, right? Find that thing that you want to be like. And once you find that thing, I'll tell you what happens, right? When you're hungry for something, from being that person who says that I don't have, you will be that person who says I have, right? And when I say that, from being someone who complains, right, who says I don't have the resources, I don't have this, I don't have that, I don't have the right background, I don't have the right education, I don't have the right this, I don't have the right that. When you're hungry for something, from being that person who keeps saying I don't have, I don't have, I don't have, you will start looking at things that you have, which will help you be the person that you want to be. Right? From being someone with lack of everything, you will be someone who is resourceful. Right? And when I tell someone that is resourceful, is someone that finds small things that will help them get to where they want to be. Right? So this happens only when you're hungry about what you're doing. When you're hungry towards reaching, okay, fine, I want to be financially independent by the time I'm 25. Right? What does financial independence mean to me? It means that I need to have so much of an income. Right? When you think about it in that way, when you're hungry, okay, fine, I am going to do anything to make sure I reach there. That time, every opportunity you find along, right? Every time your friend says something, every time your neighbor says something, every time some relative somewhere is saying something, every time you see a post on social media, every time anything, all these dots, all these small dots that are there are everywhere, all of them start making sense to you. And they will all come together to help you reach that goal. They will all come together to make sure that what you're hungry towards, right, you will be able to achieve them. Right? That is basically my entire life, I'm telling you. Right? The way that I have built anything that I have built so far, right, or anything that I want to do is just that. Is be hungry for something and just keep looking who are there around me who are going to help me do that. That's all I do. Who are there around me? What resources do I have around me that will help me do that? Right? So when the office had to shut down, right? Forget where the office had to shut down. When when Yes Bank closed and all of our accounts were frozen and we didn't have any money, what did we do that time? We looked at, okay, fine, what are all the options that I have around me that will help me make sure that I can pay the salaries and make sure that the ads are running. Right? Small things. Focus. Right? The thing is, you need to be hungry towards reaching something. I am very hungry. I want to make sure that there are 34 branches of Alter all around India and the world within the next 5 years. Right? That is my goal. Right? That is what I'm hungry towards. That is what I'm working towards. And every time I find these small dots everywhere, right? I see, okay, fine, how can these people, how can these situations, how can this one help me get to that goal? Right? And they all help me. Believe it or not. Nobody says no because I ask nicely. And they say okay. Right? And everybody over here, who are here over here, all of y'all, you are all helping me reach to that goal. Right? But that doesn't mean that I am not helping you anywhere. Where do you want to go? Right? Who do you want to be? What is your target? What are you hungry towards? Right? When you know that for certain, you will make sure that I will help you reach there. Right? Because every time you are stuck regarding a certain situation, you will come and you will ask for help and I will help you. And this has happened in the past. But if you don't know where you are going, and if you're only doing just for the sake of doing something, if you're doing things, then obviously I will not be of any assistance for you. Why? Because you're never going to ask for help. And why will you not ask for help? Because you don't know where you're going. So make sure that, right, be hungry for something, anything. Be hungry so that you have a better family. Be hungry that you have a better career. Be hungry that you have better salary. Be hungry that you want to have a better name for yourself. Be hungry that you want to be well known in your profession. Be hungry for anything. But be hungry. When you're hungry, right, it is moving forward. And everybody around you will come together to help you. When you're not hungry, right, everybody around you will annoy you. Because everybody who will tell you, can you get this checklist done? Yaake extra kelsa. Why I have to do this? I don't have any other work or what. I have this, I have that, I have that. Why will you say these things? When you're hungry, you will know, if I do this, I'll be able to get to my goal faster. But when you're not hungry, all of this becomes extra work. How many of you have felt extra work? Learning hour, extra work. Alter library, extra work. This one, or chai time, extra work. Right? Reading a book, extra work. Writing a blog for yourself, extra work. Why is it extra work? Because you don't know where you want to go. You don't know how all of these small things are going to help you be the better version of yourself. You don't know how all of these small things are going to help you reach towards that goal that you want to go. That time it becomes extra work. Otherwise it is not extra work. Otherwise it is all opportunities. So we are done with 3 years now, right? And I am very strong on my goal, right? I am going to make sure this happens with you, without you. Why? Because it is my goal. Your goals, you are going to make it happen with me or without me, no? So why can't I do my goals with me, with you or without you? Correct, right? Because my goals and your goals don't have to be the same. But we all work so that we make sure each one of us help the other person reach their goals. We will all help each other. But only time we can help each other is when you ask. And that seems to be the biggest problem, is asking for help. So what do we do now? I'm going to stop this by just telling one thing. Ask yourself only. I'm not going to tell you what to do. Ask yourself, what are you hungry towards? If you can put the camera off, I think looking at you, everybody will start yawning now. It's very late for her in the night. I think it's past 12 or 1 o'clock. But still she's over here. So thanks, Deepu, for being here. But my question still remains the same. Ask yourself, what are you hungry towards? When you have an answer for that, anything and everything that is happening around you is all helping you become that person that you want to be. When you don't have that answer, everything and everything that is around you is extra work. So what are you hungry for? Anyone wants to ask anything? Or if not, it's 10 o'clock. I'm done with my time. Your time begins now.